Today we're covering Spawn issue number 9. Let's go. We start off with the woman begging for help, and we see pages on the bottom of the panel stating how hellspawns are fair game to be hunted when they are on Earth because they are sent by Malbolgia. The medieval hellspawn then says, "Hello, madam, I've come to save the day." That's not really what he says, but that's essentially what he says. So these pages on the panels are explaining the hunting rules for hunting a hellspawn, and things to be cautious about and things to look for. Such as this hellspawn being younger makes him easier to attack because he's new to this, he doesn't know his powers as well, he has a limited supply of powers, he's not as powerful, and he's likely to be disoriented because he just came from being in hell after 5 to 10 years has passed by on Earth. So she's still pleading and saying, "Well, my sister has been taken by an ogre in a cave." And he's like, "No shit." And then she's like, "Why do you hide your face?" And he's like, "You don't want to see my ugly ass face." So it then explains why it's important to kill these hellspawns, and it's important because each of them could become a leader in hell. They both enter a hidden cave where she says the ogre is, and she says it's very dark, so he lights it up with his magical abilities. She then asks, "Are you a wizard?" And he's like, "I am not a wizard, I can assure you." The lady then transforms into her true angelic bounty hunter form. She starts to absolutely beat medieval Spawn's ass. Then using her angelic lance, she totally incinerates the hellspawn out of existence. After that, she collects her trophy and proceeds to walk down a sidewalk 800 years later. We then see that the cops have been searching for Spawn, but the homeless people have been covering up for him. Then this old fuck named Cogliostro comes by and he's like, "Hey, you know, to reward us for covering up for your ass, maybe you could make us a box of red wine." And Spawn's like, "The fuck? I can't do that shit." And then he's like, "Just concentrate." And he's like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh." And then he creates wine out of midair. And he's like, "Holy shit, I can do that." Cogliostro introduces himself and actually says, "Welcome, Al Simmons." And he's like, "Whoa, how did you know that name?" Meanwhile, Angela's heading up to her angelic offices and demands to be seen. Then Angela meets with Gabrielle, which she does this because she wants to get a permit to hunt this new hellspawn. And they clearly don't respect each other, but in the end she gets permission anyway. They just say to make it quick. Spawn is then pissed off at Cogliostro because he won't explain to him why he knows all this information. Then Angela approaches him, and right off the bat she starts to try to attack Spawn, shooting her lance beams at him, and he dodges most of them. She then hits Spawn with one of the light beams, but he turns into this paper-like weird fucking shape, and then he sinks and turns into a liquidy puddle type of shape. Then his arms come out as she goes up to the puddle and grabs her in, sucking her into his own dimension or reality that he has created. In here, he proceeds to mindfuck her, I think. I don't really know what he does to her, but it causes her to have so much pain that she forces herself to teleport away and escape. Then Spawn notices her angelic lance, and he says, "What does this do?" And Cogliostro's like, "Do not push that button." And he's like, "I'm gonna push the button." And he pushes the button and gets flung away. And that is issue number 9 of Spawn. If you enjoyed the video, you better give it a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, you're a pumpkin pie looking ass, and you should get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.